Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel and we are Tanzanadian!
I could tell you a little story. We hit a cow, which was terrible. The MAASAI also didn't want him back because he was an injured cow, and so they were saying, well, the bus driver has to buy this cow. In the end, so what they wanted to do, they wanted to load it under the bus and bring the flipping cow back to Tanzania. So the bus leaves, it's dark out, Adele's trying to talk to somebody and to say like, hey, like that's our bus. It's pitch black. We're walking across the Kenya and Tanzanian border. Everybody has like machine guns. Or, I don't know if they're machine guns. They've got guns.
Hey, guess who I have today? Bring my wife and my daughter is here. I think my wife got something to say.
A little bit, I guess. I'm Mama Tanzanadian.
Mama, I like to be sorry for hair wash.
Yes, I got her hair washed the other day. Oh, girly. Yeah.
I see my wife.
Uh-huh. So yes, I did just have a little bit to share.
Okay, chill out, Zai. Let Mama speak.
No, I've got nothing else to say right now. What?
Okay, cool.
Anyways, I just had a little bit to share, and we're hoping.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that.
Yeah, Shabies went to school.
Why she cried?
And she cried.
She cried, yeah.
Okay, well, I've got a little quiet space right now where we hit a cow, which follow along to Adele's and our family's channel. We're hoping to share a little more about our family. Yeah, what she said. Okay. Yes. I could tell you a little story. Just about, I know I talked a little bit about how different Tanzania and Canada are and what that looks like. So just a little story for you guys. When we lived over there for the first 5 years of our relationship. I was back and forth for 3 years actually, so it was probably about then. Probably by year 4 then Adele got over here. Something like that. Anyways, so during those first few years, I traveled back and forth quite a bit, which is a long haul. It's at a minimum 18 hours. Like you're looking from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So Calgary to Amsterdam, which is about 9 hours, and then Amsterdam to Arusha I was usually flying into at that time, which is at least another 9 hours. So that's the quickest route you can take. Also the most, well, no, it's not the most expensive. Anyways, that's the quickest route you can take. If you're looking for a cheaper flight, you can do like sort of a milk run, which for me, so one time when I was living there, I was coming back to Canada for my Uncle Tomato's memorial, and a girlfriend of mine was getting married as well. So I was lucky enough to be able to come back. I came back to Canada for a month in that time, and was able to spend time with my family and friends and be down at the cabin, which was amazing. It was a short notice trip. All of a sudden it was like, we'll help you come back, which I was super grateful for my parents to bring me back for that like special moment. I feel like I needed that with my family, to say goodbye to one of my favorite people. So I was lucky enough to come back for that. But since it was a quick decision, the flight that turned out to be the easiest, maybe the cheapest, had me going through Kenya and the States. And so Kenya is Tanzania's neighbor, as maybe you know, but you can also take a bus from Nairobi to Arusha, which is relatively easy, but that's where this story is leading to. So anyways, that's how I was going about it. Adele was, I feel like he must have, I don't know how I flew out, but this is about on the way back. So have this month long time back in Canada with my family at the cabin, which was so amazing. Then flying back, I was so excited to see Adele and get back to our life there, because at that time I was living there and I was like super ready to get back. So I was flying into Nairobi, and then I think we must have stayed a night or two, at least a night. Time change, who knows? But Adele met me in Nairobi. We had a hotel. That was great. Then we were catching the bus back to Arusha. So we catch the bus back to Arusha. While we were still in Kenya when it happened, the bus we were driving, and it's like a big bus, like a Greyhound bus, like all bags underneath, like stuff like that, a tall bus. We hit a cow, which was terrible. It didn't kill the cow, which is then what we got into this kind of big disaster over it. So then we stopped because, so this was one of the cows from a MAASAI tribe. There was a MAASAI tribe walking their herd, and I don't know how it happened. But then they were getting into it with the bus driver, and everybody was out, and people were getting on and off the bus, and it was, I didn't know what was going on. Everything was in Swahili. It's getting dark out. It was wild. So then they were trying to load this cow. So what had happened? The cow didn't die. So the MAASAI also didn't want him back because he was an injured cow. And so they were saying, well, the bus driver has to buy this cow. Well, we are on the opposite side of the border, so not even in the country where it's going to, or where they're going to, and they're fighting because they're like, well, what are we supposed to do with this cow? In the end, so what they wanted to do, they wanted to load it under the bus and bring the flipping cow back to Tanzania under the bus with all our bags. Luckily, that didn't happen. Because I think then the bus driver was going back the next day to get the cow or something. But it was just like, it added hours onto our trip. Well, then we get to the the Kenya and Tanzanian border, where I believe, probably, this is an assumption, but I'm assuming that all of the other people were Tanzanian or Kenyan. Either way, it's something easy to cross the border, where I am the only MZUNGU, like white traveler. I'm the only MZUNGU there, and have this foreign passport, and have to go like through the immigration process to go back into Tanzania, and like get a visa and all this jazz. Well, while we're doing this, the bus leaves, and so the bus leaves, it's dark out, Adele's trying to talk to somebody and to say like, hey, like, that's our bus. And they would have said something to him in Swahili. They would have spoke or whatever. And Adele's like, well, we just need to walk over. So it's pitch black. We're walking across the Kenyan Tanzanian border. The only people I can see they were guards, but everybody has like machine guns. Or I don't know if they're machine guns. They've got guns. It's for protection and whatnot. But just the whole thing where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just back from Canada. And Now here I am walking across the Kenya and Tanzanian border with, we thought the cow, we didn't know where the flipping cow was. It was just so, and like after maybe an extra 9 hours, 8, who knows, it was forever. But I remember thinking, well, they say it there when you're there, TIA, this is Africa. Because you just have to go with it. You don't really have any, like, that's just how it is. And everybody, most people, I would say, are okay with it. It's African time. Things are pole pole, which means slowly, slowly. So, yeah, there's no hurry in Africa, is what I've had to learn over the years. We still run into it every day. All our Tanzanian parties are like, everything is late. Always. Including our wedding. Anyways, that's just a little story. Oh, hi. Oh, I don't know, honey. I'll come find her. Okay. So I feel like the takeaway from this story is also highlighting how our different cultures are. Tanzania is very pole pole, which in Swahili means slowly, slowly. And I love that. I feel like in Tanzania, Zanzibar, where we will eventually be, things are pole pole. It is slowly, slowly, and that aligns with my heart, and I would love to have that pole pole lifestyle at some point. Whereas when we come back to the Western culture, everything is very fast-paced, is very get shit done and be successful and work hard so you can pay your bills and you can get the toys, but then you have loans to do and you've got like all of these things, and that is a hard alignment to get. I feel like I can, for instance, with a Canadian woman born and raised, and a Tanzanian man born and raised. So to mix that together to get the right concoction is difficult. And as I mentioned before, we were 3-4-ish years in Tanzania, and now we've been, I feel like Adele just had 7 years. Is that right? We've been longer in Canada, and we can feel how that rat race is, can be detrimental to one's self and a family, and two cultures building, two opposite cultures building a life together. So that is a big takeaway, that alignment of how to live, what pace of life to live, to get the ultimate joy and happiness and peace, I feel like is so important. So we're working at living the pole pole lifestyle, and hopefully that can be in both Zanzibar and Canada. But time will tell. Okay. Much love from Mama Tanzanadian.
Never gonna give.